Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji, hello.
Hello, and thank you so much, Maria, for joining us all the way from Greece. Nice, pleasant evening for you there. It's late-ish afternoon here.
Yeah.
So sweet that you have joined us to share your golden memories with Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi herself. Could you tell us about your seeking journey, please? Because it started very, very early on, wasn't it? When you were
Yes, it was. Thank you for having me. It is a great pleasure to be with you. Yes, this journey started at a very early age. Uh, well, I was about 4 years old, when this question was in my mind continuously. If the Lord passed by me, how would I recognize him? And I could not find the answer. Would he be dressed like he was in the old days when he appeared on this earth? Will he be dressed in modern uh, gown or whatever? And I thought, oh my Lord, how would I recognize you if you passed by me? So the time passed. I became 11 years old. And um, anyway, since I was 4, my father used to bring at home some boxes with foreign letters, which was the British alphabet. And I was thinking on my little age that, oh, I must learn the language containing this alphabet.
uh-huh.
When I was at 11, I asked my parents, to um, give me the opportunity to have some private lessons on this English language, the British language, which they did. And this is how I learned to speak English. Of course, when I was in UK, I was more fluent, but now all these years that I am back home, I can read fluently, but I cannot speak fluently. So you have to forgive me for any mistakes.
Not at all. I mean, this is for countries where English is not the first language, including in India. I remember my father, he started learning English in primary at about 11, 12 years old. So it's amazing how you asked your parents just by
Yes,
recognizing some foreign alphabets that you wanted to learn the language. Now,
yes.
at this point, there is an experience where you saw the Lord. Could you talk to us about it, please?
Yes, well, I became 17 years old. And of course, my family, we were not fanatic Christians, if you know what I mean. We were Christians because Orthodox, because this is the way everybody was here in Greece. But we were not fanatics, to run to churches or force anyone to go and follow the priests and all that. And anyway, every time Easter time was coming, I was really very upset. And I was saying, oh my Lord, they crucify you again and again and again. And I'm quite fed up with it. I cannot bear it. So the time came when I was so upset about it that I got something happened in the hall of my house. And I got out of bed and I said, my Lord, I cannot bear all this happening. So please let me know. And I walked into the hall of my house, and there I was in a vision. The cross was up to the ceiling, and the Lord up there, Lord Jesus, on the cross. And I burst out in tears and I said, my Lord, don't do this to me because I just cannot bear it. You better kill me. I can't bear it. And the nails came off his hands and feet, came down from the cross, and he was dressed in a beautiful white gown, and he was smiling, and he said, don't worry, this is all a Maya. I am alive, I am well, and nobody can touch me. So I knelt down, and then I invited him to sit at the table, dinner table. And I said to him, what do you want me to bring you? And he said, just a glass of water will be enough for me. So I did. And I said, oh, my Lord, we are sitting on such a big table, large table, just the two of us. And he said, don't worry, because this table will be soon filled with more people. And anyway, we had this conversation. And when he was to leave, he said, is there anything you would like to ask me? Oh, I forgot to tell you that as I was upset seeing the wounds in his hands, he opened his hands and he said to me, put your hands on mine like that. And when I did, he said, what do you feel? So I felt in the middle of my palm pain. And I said, my Lord, I feel so much pain there. And he said, don't worry, this is nothing, it will soon go. But you just remember me when the time comes. Um, um, he, no, remember me at the time of my death. His death was at 33 years old.
Yes.
And this has a meaning afterwards, because this is what age I was when I got my realization. I must have been 33, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not,
Yes.
I'm not quite
Um,
sure.
Before we get there,
Yeah,
so Lord Jesus asked you to put your hands and to feel uh,
yes.
where there were nails and things, and it was an occasion that was very joyful inside, but the pain that you thought the Lord felt. Can you tell us more about it, please? What did it feel like having your hands? Uh,
Well, I put my hands on his, and I felt so much pain at the Sahasrara over here.
yeah.
And he said, don't worry, because this will go,
Okay.
not to worry about it. And of course, the other thing is that before I leave, he said, is there anything else you want from
Yes.
me? So I said, well, my Lord, I was a student at the time at high school. And I said, of all this book of exercises, of problems in geometry, there is one that I cannot solve. Can you please help me? And he started laughing. And when I remember Shri Mataji, the way she was amused with us and she was laughing with us, it was exactly the same laughter and the same joy coming out of thinking, oh, what a silly question, you know what I mean, for the Lord. And he said, all right, I will give you the solution, but you remember it on the day of your exams. Um, and of course, he gave me the solution to that problem. And on the day of my exams, that same problem came on the test. And of course, I knew the answer. And inwardly, I thanked him for giving me the solution.
Such innocence, isn't it?
Yeah,
Here it is, the Lord asking, "Is there anything I can help you with?" And you want a solution to a geometry problem that
yeah,
cannot be
yeah,
solved. And the miracle is, it comes in your exam, and you
yeah,
can
yeah.
answer it
You
absolutely.
better remember it, yes.
Yeah.
But he was
Wow.
so amused because it was such a, to my account, that was a very, very serious problem for me at the time.
Of
And
course.
he was so amused, such a silly thing to be such a serious problems for you. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he was really laughing in the same way I remember mother was amused with us sometimes. Yes.
Yeah, it is.
So
It's really nice that you share this because to all the viewers who watch now and in the future who are in school or colleges and who have to have the exams, that's it's a nice inspirational story to know.
yeah.
So, you are an architect by profession, isn't it? So, after
Yeah.
this high school exam, you studied architecture, and where was it, and when was it that you moved to England? Because you're meeting with Shri Mataji, or perhaps you self-realization happened in England, wasn't it?
That's right, yes. Well, what happened was that um, I was working to be able to pay for my studies, because those days we had to pay for our studies. And my father was a poor man, he could not afford. And he said to me, Maria, I cannot afford for you to carry on. So I said, don't worry, Dad, I will work and take care of all this, which I did. And at my work, I met Harry, who came from England to present a new machinery at the place where I was working, and he
In
was the
Greece.
head manager of that thing. I was the only one who could speak English, so they asked me to accompany him and explain to him various things. And this is how we met, and he decided that I was good enough to be his wife.
So this was in Greece then.
So he asked me if I wanted to marry him,
Uh-huh.
and I said, well, why not? When I brought him to my parents, they said to me, who is this Englishman? You know, they are all drunkards. You know, what do you want with him? And and of course, they wanted some information
Yes.
from where he was to see what sort of man that was. And
Yes.
of course, the information they got was really fine, that he was one of the best gentlemen, you know, they could ever have in the company. And of course, my marriage took place on 1970, the 21st of March, 1970, 12 o'clock noon.
Wow.
Can
In
you
Greece.
imagine? In
Imagine.
London,
In London.
East Ham,
On Shri
London.
Mataji's birthday. Wow.
St. Magdalene's Church, East Ham, London.
Amazing. Amazing.
And on that day, a funny thing happened on that day. They asked me to go to the hairdressers and have a hairdo, which I did. And when I came out of the hairdressers, I felt that the whole of London was sitting on my head. So
Oh,
I went back home. I went under the tap and I washed my, my hair, and I just combed it. And I thought to myself, well, I don't know what will come out of it. And the hairstyle that came out of it was amazing, because I did not try to do anything about it. It just happened that it was such a beautiful hair look that I thought, oh my God, when I looked in the mirror, I thought, oh my God, how did that come? And of course, an hour later was my wedding, you know, at 12 o'clock noon, on the
this is
21st of
definitely a
March,
this
1970.
yeah, definitely a first where, the bride washes her professionally done hair an
Yeah,
hour before a wedding. This is
yeah, yeah,
amazing. And then comes out with a lovely hairdo as
yeah.
it is. It would have been nice if you shared a photo of that. Would you have a photo of that time?
I can send it to you another.
That's fine. That's fine.
I
So
can send it to you if you want me to.
yes, that would be nice just to
Yeah,
to
yeah,
see you in 1970 on the day of your wedding. So
yes.
tell us, from 1970, how did it work out? When did you get self-realization? Where were you
Well,
then?
it started gradually, you see, and there was a time, as the time was passing, we moved from London to Wellingborough, and because the fact that the business was moved into Wellingborough, and of course we all moved there. We got another house there, and the seeking started growing from there onwards. To begin with, I thought, oh, they have the spiritualists, so let's go there and see what happens. I went there and I was quite confused, to tell you the truth, because they were talking about spirits possessing you and all that. And I was saying to them, well, what what is going to be with your spirit? How your spirit is going to grow if
Yeah.
somebody else is possessing you? And they had no answer. So I thought, well, this is not for me. I mean, I lift my hands up. This is not for me, because I can't have a strange spirit inside me directing me, and what happens to me. I mean, I have my own mind, my own growth.
Yes.
So I decided that this was not for me. And then, of course, as the seeking was growing and growing, I started becoming very depressed, because I could see signs in my house, like lights, And I was thinking, oh, this is the Christ light, because I did not know anything about Shri Mataji or Sahaja Yoga. And I thought that this was a Christ light as I was a Christian. Oh, this is a Christ light. Something wants to tell me something. I did not know what. So the depression grew more and more. And finally, I came to the point to say, my Lord, if I do not find you, then there is no meaning of me being alive. So I better go, I better die.
Wow.
And it was on the verge of me being so depressed that I really wanted to kill myself, to finish myself, because I felt that there was not any meaning in my life if I don't meet the Lord. And I was at work, lunchtime, lunch break, and I got into my car in Wellingborough, went into the town center, got into a bookshop, magazine shop, and I just picked a magazine at random, and I opened it, and there she was, Shri Mataji, and underneath her photograph, which was the original photo that we used to use then, it was this photograph, and underneath it was the time of that particular day. It was on a Monday at Caxton Hall, 7 o'clock at Caxton Hall. And I phoned at my husband and I said, well, I found her, because when he was telling me that let's go to Greece to find your mother, you're looking for a mother. Who is this mother? Your mother is in Greece, so let's go to Greece. And I said, no, this is not my mother. This is not the mother I'm looking for. And I could not explain to him what sort of mother was I looking for. So anyway, at that point, when I opened that magazine and I saw her, oh, I found her. So I phoned at home and said to Harry, I have to travel to London, so don't expect me too early, because there is a meeting and I have to go and meet her. I drove on the M1, and at the exit to London, I just did not know where I was going. I did not know where the Caxton Hall was or any streets of London. So I was on the driving wheel.
Steering
The
wheel.
car was going.
Yeah.
The car was going and stopped outside Caxton Hall. Don't ask me how I got there, because I don't know how I got there. And I don't know how I got back on the M1 to get back home.
Just
So
to, yeah,
being there,
yeah.
the Caxton Hall was absolutely packed, even people, standing outside the door. And somebody came to me and said to me, there is a seat for you. And took me, Sahaja Yogi of the early days. I don't remember who he was, because I did not know anybody. He took me inside the hall where Shri Mataji was sitting, and it was 3 rows right in front of her, but 3 rows behind. And there was a single seat there where they asked me to go and sit. And at the end of her talk, Mother those days used to get up and give realization to every single person. Um, every single person, she would go to every single one and give realization. And I was longing, oh my Lord, when my turn will come. And of course, she eventually came to the person next to me, before me, giving realization. And when she finished, she just passed me without even looking at me and went to the next person next to me on the other side. So at that moment, I picked up the corner of her sari, put it on my forehead, leaned down, and I said, my Lord, even touching your gown is enough for me. It is an overwhelming moment which I will never forget, and I will always feel so strongly about it. So please forgive my my feeling at this moment.
We respect.
At that point, she left that person next to me and she came back to me. And when she did that, I put my hands around her waist and leaned my head on her nabi. And I started crying, saying, "My Lord, at long last I found you." And I was crying so much. And then I said, "Please, Mother, can I become your daughter?" And she said to me, "But child, you are already my daughter." Then she asked for a glass of water. Remember the glass of water. She took the glass of water, she blessed it with her divine hands and poured some of it on my head, like giving me the baptism. And then she asked me to drink from that glass. And that was my first encounter of how I got my realization from Shri Mataji.
Wow. This is in 1978.
Yeah, yes,
Attended the Caxton Hall
yes, yeah,
in March. Amazing, amazing to be told by Srimataji that you are her daughter when you asked, can I be your daughter?" Isn't it
yes, yes,
so
yes.
sweet? Wow. There is something about your age at this time and the Lord's age when you got your realization. Would you like
I must have been 33. I suppose I was 33.
you were, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's the same time that Lord Jesus Christ was 33 years old when he was
Yes,
crucified.
because he said to me at that time, "Remember me when you come to my age," something
Yes.
like that.
Yes. So there you are at
Yeah,
33 years, you get your
yes,
self-realization, your
yes,
second birth by
yeah,
Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi herself.
yes.
Wow. So share with us because it's very very nice how your parents also attended the meeting. Was this before Shri Mataji visited you in Wellingborough or
No, after,
after? Okay. So
after
tell us
mother.
what happens next. What
Well,
happens
what
next
happened
after you
next was
realize?
that on that same week that I got my realization, I phoned because I got information about the Chelsham Road ashram, and I had the telephone number. I phoned um, because I was so excited about all this, meeting her. And Gregoire answered the phone. I asked him, "Who are you?" He said, "Gregoire." I said, "All right, Gregoire, tell me if I can invite Sri Mataji up here where I live." And I told him where I lived, up in Northamptonshire, because it is so important that the Lord has come on this earth and people must know about it. But what I forgot to say is that I asked him, "Do you know who she is?" I asked Gregoire, "Do you know who she is?" And he said, "Of course, she's Adi Shakti." And I said to him, "What Adi Shakti means?" And he said, "The Holy Spirit." So I said, "Thank you for telling me such truth, because if you told me she was anything less than that, I would have ignored you completely." And this is the conversation, the first conversation I had with Gregoire. Then the invitation came that I wanted him to ask Mother that if she would like to come and visit us up in Northamptonshire and see if how we can spread this wonderful news to the people.
Yes.
And he said, "I will have to ask Mother and I will let you know." He phoned me almost on the same day and he said, "Shri Mataji accepted and we can come on Saturday. But we will not stay. We will have to come just for a short visit and leave on the same day." So on that first meeting with Sri Mataji in Northamptonshire, at my home, there was a very short meeting that nothing was arranged at all. other than preparing a meal for Gregor, Gavin, and another yogi that I don't remember who it was that accompanied mother when they came that Saturday. And I did not know what to do about arranging for people to come. But miraculously, somehow, in the neighborhood, and people were coming into the house after lunch. We had a Greek lunch giving to them, and mother asked for the recipe, funnily enough. And after that, people were coming into the house, getting realization, and I had not arranged anything at all. They left at that same afternoon after that meeting. And of course, there were another two meetings that occurred. One that we had Sri Ganesha Puja in, as you say, was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was 81, but you say
1982 that was. But before that, before we get there, can we please request you to show us the photograph that you got when you first went for your to Caxton Hall for your self-realization, because they gave you a photograph of Shri Mataji. Is
Oh,
that
yes. Well, after that, it was a few days after, before Shri Mataji came to to
okay?
Northamptonshire.
Okay,
And I had seen a few photographs, and there was a particular one that I did not want at all.
right.
So when I asked Gavin, he was arranging, who was taking photographs at that time, and inwardly I was praying that, oh, that particular photograph I don't want to have. And
Yes.
of course, when I went to that meeting in London, Gavin called me after the meeting and he said, oh, I got your photograph, Maria. And inwardly, I was praying, oh God, I hope he's not going to give me the one that I did not want to have. And he did. And there it is.
Wow. It's a very powerful photograph, Jai Shri Mataji.
This beautiful photograph that
Like,
at that time I could not bear even looking at it. Can you imagine?
wow.
And he gave, and I said to him that, oh, is this the photograph you're giving me? This is not this is the one that I did not want to give me. And he burst out in laughter and he said, well, this means that you needed to have this photograph, so you keep it. And of course,
There's something, some negativity that didn't like
some
it.
negativity did not want this photograph. And of
Yeah.
course, this is why he gave it to me. And of
Wow.
course, I meditated on that. And whatever it was disappeared.
Wow.
Yes.
And this is when Shri Mataji visited you in Wellingborough in 1979, just before that.
In, in Erchester, I had moved from Wellingborough to
Oh,
Erchester at the time, which is a very small village near Wellingborough.
uh-huh.
So the first time, the second time, we had Sri Ganesha Puja in Wellingborough, in Erchester. And what am I supposed to say? So many things happened there.
Please start where you want to. What was it like, first of all? Because you've invited Shri Mataji, going back to the first time she came, and she came for the day, wasn't it? Just on
For
the
the
Sunday.
day, yes.
What did you do to prepare yourself? Because, I mean, here is Shri Mataji, the Holy Spirit herself coming. What did you do? I mean, so
I
joy.
did not know what to do. All I thought was to prepare a good meal for
Yes.
her and the people who were going to come.
Yeah.
So I prepared some, yes, it is important to tell you this. So I prepared a Greek soup, a chicken soup, and then chicken in the oven with potatoes, and then a trifle for sweet. And what I wanted to mention, very important, is that when we were sitting at that table, Sri Mataji opposite me, Gregor, Gavin, and this other yogi, and I looked at her, and inside me, I said to myself that, yes, my Lord, the table started filling with people. And she looked at me and she nodded. like this.
Wow.
Without saying anything, she heard my thoughts and she nodded to me to say, yes, this is it.
Incredible. Incredible.
The table started filling with people. It's not just the two of us, it's more people coming in.
Yes, and for seekers who watch this now and in time to come, it's incredible how, you know, the connection when Lord Jesus Christ came to you in a vision and you had that dinner on that table which was empty to now with Shri
Nah,
Mataji at your house and there were other
yes,
yogis
yes.
and Shri Mataji nodding to that thought that sh I mean she knows everything that goes in our
Because at that time I said to the Lord that such a big table and it's only the two of us, and He said to me, "Don't worry, because it will soon be filled with
there.
more people." And that thought came to my head when we sat for that dinner, and I looked at her thinking that, and she smiled and nodded at me, like, "Yes, this is it. Yes." It
Wow.
started filling up with people.
Yes, so Srimataji visited you in July for the first time of 1979. And so a lovely meal, a lovely Greek meal that you prepared for her. Uh, tell us more, and tell us any more memories that come to you from that first visit, because then the second time she visits, there is Sri Ganesh Puja, isn't it?
That's right. I don't remember much more. All I remember was that that feeling at the dinner table was very strong feeling. She asked me for the recipes, which um, uh, the recipe is correct word, isn't it? For
Yeah.
that meal. And I said, Mother, it is a Greek meal, and this is how we prepare it. I did not know what else, to offer you because I'm not very familiar with British meals. And she laughed and she said, "Oh, this is fine. This is very tasty. And you give me the recipe. How did you do the soup? How did you do the chicken with the potatoes?" And how I said the only British thing is the sweet, is the trifle. And uh, probably you know this recipe, so I don't have to give it to you. Well, this is what I remember. And the other thing is that I had not arranged anything at all. And
Yes.
how all these people came from the neighborhood into the house to meet her, it is amazing because I did not know what was happening. All I wanted was that, Mother, you come and you have to let us know how we are going to get on from here, because I don't know what to do. I did not know any of the Indian customs or the British customs. How do we arrange all these things? I was just by myself without any other yogi there, and I said, I don't know what to do. Nothing at all. So eventually, all the rest came
Yes.
gradually, because I decided to arrange for meetings not in Wellingborough, but in Northampton and Bedford.
Yes. Was
I
it?
arranged for the Guildhall in
Yes.
Northampton and Guildhall in Bedford, advertising it in the local newspapers of those two places. And I used to have these meetings there where eventually Sri Mataji also came. Um,
So,
I would like to mention one of those meetings in Northampton. On that particular evening, there was a terrible fog coming down, and I had to travel from Bedford, where I was working, to my house in Erchester, and from my house to pick up all the things I had to take for the meeting in Northampton. A few miles away, these three places from each other. The fog was going down to the ground. I don't know how I managed to get from work at home in Erchester, and I got into my house, got into Mother's photograph, and I said, Mother, what am I going to do? There is a fog down to the ground. How am I going to travel from here to Northampton to open the room, the hall for the meeting? And I just opened my hands and I felt her telling me, you just go. So I said, all right. I picked up my things, got in the car. The fog, you could not see the road at all. I got in my car, and as I started driving, leaving my house, coming through the lane, and coming into the main road, there was a tunnel opened in front of me, clear. The fog was all around that tunnel, and through that tunnel, I drove to Northampton. When I got outside the Guildhall, there was about 30 people waiting to get for the meeting.
Wow.
And this is a miracle, of course, because after the meeting, I drove back through the same tunnel, back to my house, and I had no problem, absolutely no problem at all, because you could not see the road, you could not see what was the sides of the road, where was the middle of the road, it was just packed with fog. And this tunnel was there for me to drive through on my way there, on my way back. And the other miracle to one of the Bedford meetings was pouring down with rain, and I had to drive there again. And as I was driving, I had to come to the side of the road because big lorries were coming against me, and all the mud filled all the car, and I could not see anything. Unfortunately, there was something wrong with the wind wipers, the window wipers, you call them.
Yes. Yes.
And they were not working. So I thought, well, what am I supposed to do now? And I I was sitting at the side of the road, put my hands out, and I said, Mother, you are my guide. You take over and you do what's supposed to be done. So I got back, I started the car again, and I pressed the button to the windscreen wipers, and they started working and pouring with water and clearing all the mud from the screen. And I drove to Bedford, had a meeting, came back. On the next day, I went to the where they mend the problems when you have the car problems, to the garage.
Garage, yes.
Some garage, to sort out the problem. And they said to me, I don't know, this mechanic said to me, I don't know what you're talking about, but your windscreen wipers are completely out. There is no water at all in the tank. And I don't know how you drove spreading water on the windscreen without them working at all, and without having any water at all in your tank.
Well, what a miracle. What a blessing from Shri Mataji. Oh, wow. Amazing.
And of course, it was the time when I was on my own there. There was no other Sahaja yogis. And I was praying for somebody to come and help me. People from London could not travel every week, to help me out. But eventually, just before the Northampton meeting, John Glover moved to Northampton as a teacher. And of course, he was helping me from then onwards with Tracy uh, to, to carry on with our meetings and help on with Leicester meetings and Cambridge and Leicester and what is the other name further up, where Bill was, not Leicester, Birmingham and Birmingham.
Okay. Which year would that be then? What time? What
Well,
year?
it was late 79 to 84, this
These-
period, during that period.
okay. Okay. Tell us, please, about how, I mean, you were very close to your father and mother, your parents, because, as a child, you asked them to put you through some school where you could learn.
Can you forgive me for one moment?
No problem. So, Maria, will you please tell us how your parents, because they had the lifetime's opportunity of meeting Shri Mataji, wasn't
Oh,
it?
yeah, yes.
Where was it, and how was it? Please, could you describe it to us?
Yes, of course. It is amazing. I had not realized that my father, all his life, was a seeker, and I only realized it after meeting Sri Mataji. I was in England at that time, and I kept in touch with my parents over the telephone, and I spoke to my father about meeting Sri Mataji. And the moment I told him, he said, I must come and meet her. So
Yeah.
they came to England, to Wellingborough. I was living no in Erchester. I had moved from Wellingborough to Erchester, so they came to Erchester with my mother, who was a bit reluctant. And there was a meeting in London. I don't remember where it was, which place it was, but we went to that meeting. And on the way down to London, my mother was pestering me with doubts about uh, who was this lady that we were going to meet. And I got a little bit, annoyed with her. But anyway, we got down to London. We got to the meeting, sitting again on the third row, funnily enough, right opposite Sri Mataji. After her talk, people used to go also at her feet, and my father did not ask anything, who she is or anything at all. He just went at her feet, bowing and getting, her blessings. But during the meeting, uh, my mother started crying sitting next to me, and she knocked on my arm, and I said to her, be quiet. And she said to me, Maria, can you see what I see? I said, well, what do you see? She said, well, where Sri Mataji is sitting, there she's surrounded by angels. And I said to her very sharply, I pulled my ears, shut up, woman. This is for you to see and know who she is, because I know who she is. And I pulled my ears because this was not the proper way to talk to my mother, but she did shut up and, and got the realization
Yes. Yes,
because mother showed her who she was.
absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
And it isn't in everybody's, shall we say, karma or fortune to actually see who Shri Mataji really
Oh
is.
yes, yes,
So it's such a big blessing.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So you were taking programs in Guildhall in Bedford. Um, Tell us something about, because there are miracles that happen. There is a
Oh
miracle
yes,
there. Could you please
yes,
talk to us about it? Share, because you were
yes.
there, wasn't it, with Shri Mataji when actually that happened?
Oh yes. Um, at that time, we had a very good we had organized very well that meeting at the Guildhall in Bedford, where the mayor came as well with his wife, and the Bedford people came, and the hall was absolutely packed. And at that time, when Mother was speaking, something happened in the streets of Bedford, which we heard the following day. that a young boy driving his bicycle was knocked down by a car. And from what he said of the people that went to help him, he said that a woman, an Indian woman, dressed up in a white sari as we know it, in a white dress, he said, but it was a white sari, came to me and touched with her hand the back of my spine where our Muladhara is, the back of my spine. And she asked me to get up and I was going to be all right. And of course, I am fine. When we heard about it, we went to find out who that boy was, and because the papers wrote about that, and we went to find out who that boy was and to bring him to mother himself. But his parents refused, did not allow us to go near him, or did not allow him to go near mother, and that event ended there, which, well, I'm not very pleased about it. I just hope that Shri Mother's grace arranged a different way for that boy to go to her in another way.
Yes.
So what happened after the Bedford meeting, while the miracle was taking place over there, the meeting finished, but the mayoress did not want to know anything about Sahaja Yoga or Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji was just an Indian lady who came to perform in her vicinity. And I was very upset about this behavior. And on the way back home after the meeting, I was so upset that I was praying to Mother, and then I felt as if she asked me, Maria, write a prayer for me. So I went back home, and of course, I got down and wrote this prayer, which I named Spirit Divine. And it goes like this. Do you want me to tell you? O Mother of Heaven, O Spirit Divine, I need to be closer each day and each night. Sweet ethers whisper, you speak in my heart. You carry me higher with one mere glance. Please, let me surrender. Please help me become one with your ocean, one with your heart. Jai Shri Mataji.
So profound, so beautiful. Thanks for sharing your prayer to Shri Mataji with us. And at that point in England, when this program happened, obviously there was racism, as still there is, but not to the extent as it was then. Probably
Yes.
that would have been the reason for
Yeah.
the wife of the mayor to behave.
Yes, of course. Yes.
So yes, that's amazing.
And
So
it was something else that I wanted to share with you,
yes,
which
please.
is important. On that day that Mother was staying, this seminar, Mother was staying at my house there, and we were in the bedroom, her and myself only, and I was sitting down on the floor, and she was sitting on the side of the bed. And I looked at her and she said to me, in this divine form of hers, have no doubt, because I am the one. You've been looking for. And please forgive me, because to this very day, I feel very strongly when I remember these beautiful moments with Mother. I can only tell to Sahaja Yogis, but not to anyone else, to understand the feeling. It is only you people that you can understand what it is to be with the Lord,
Yes.
to touch her or her to touch you in whatever form she is. She came as a mother, and I feel so overwhelmed. Please forgive
Yes.
me.
No, please don't say that, because it's important that you share that with us, because with our limited human brain and understanding, we tend to identify ourselves with labels and with boundaries, with countries, color, caste, class,
Yeah,
that.
yes,
But actually, Srimataji told you, and we know with by her, because of her blessings, that God is one, basically. Whatever form we
exactly,
recognize is there. And so
exactly.
it is just so beautiful, and the vibrations are so cool and so nice. So thank you very much for actually bringing home that point and that personal experience, as you say. I mean, the Adishakti, God herself, telling you that,
I am
he
the
is the,
one. Yes,
yeah,
have no doubt, she said.
yeah,
It was just the two of us. I could not share it with anybody else. And she said, have no doubt, because
yeah,
I am the one you're looking for.
yes.
And another thing was that before the Sri Ganesha Puja, before Mother came, uh, I wanted to decorate the house in a beautiful way. And it was the last moment when she asked me for this lady to come to the house. And I said, all right, Mother. And I waited until this person went to bed in order to arrange the last things. It was about 11 o'clock in the evening, and the next day was the day that Mother is supposed to come. And I
Mm-hmm.
felt that I had not prepared all the decorations that I wanted. And what I wanted to do was to embroider some material that I had bought to, to, to make a curtain in the bathroom and another little curtain to cover a cupboard. And I thought, will I have enough time to do this embroidering in just a few hours? So what I wanted to embroider was a young elephant on this curtain. I did not know how to do it. So I got the material on the table, I got a pencil, and I half closed my eyes. And I said, all right, my Lord, you do it for me. And I started drawing a perfect young elephant on this material, which I don't know how quickly this embroidering was going, but it was going so fast that it finished in no time at all. It
Wow.
was hung in the bathroom where Shri Mataji is supposed to use at that time. That small miracles that happen to us, small miracles, like on a silly thing that I tried to clean a light bulb on the top of the roof with a wet cloth. Can you imagine?
Gosh.
And the bulb burst, and all the glass went all around me without touching me at all.
Wow.
Well, you see, these are small miracles that happen in our life that we have to believe that she is the one. There is no doubt about it, that the Lord has come again on this earth, and we have to understand it, we have to respect it, we must know it, that it has happened. We
Yeah,
might not have another opportunity, I don't know.
exactly. And also it's important just to remind ourselves, because now we can go on the internet and, look for a design, a baby elephant, and there are so many options that come and you can draw. But there you are in 1982 when
Yes,
internet was unknown. There were
yes,
only
yes,
landlines for phone calls, and
yes,
things were very different. And you just pray to Shrimataji, and
yes,
God just directs you to draw it, and not just that, you are able to embroider it as well, and
yes.
put it
In
in.
such a short time, such a short time that I don't know. I mean, my hands were going, but
Yeah,
I was not
well, she's the
physically
doer.
aware of it. It was done for me. I was not doing it.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
done for me.
Yes, it is.
That's
It
it.
it reminds me when you were traveling to London to see Shri Mataji uh,
Yes,
after
yes.
looking and reading that advert in that magazine up in
Well,
Wellingborough. So yes, that's amazing. She is the doer, and she.
yeah. I must confess something.
Yes.
Um, that unfortunately my marriage with Harry did not continue. It was broken because of some family problems on his side. And when I asked mother, I said, Mother, what was the meaning? What is the meaning of this marriage? Because I cannot understand it. So she said to me, it happened because you had to meet me.
Wow.
She said, because I had to marry him to go to land to England, and this is how it was all arranged. Which means that my point is that our life and every step of our life is already organized as long as we allow it to happen.
Yes.
It means that our brain is not good enough to guide us anywhere but to distraction. But if we allow our heart to lead us, we go on the right path and have no doubt um, we are not going to be wrong.
Yeah.
Something else that happened, that being a Christian, I did not know anything about deities. We
Yes.
were in London, and I prayed that, Mother, I don't know who is Sri Brahmadeva, Sri Sarasvati in connection to you, and who is all the other deities. And when I went into meditation, she showed me every chakra. All these deities was just Mother. It was her image there. And when I met her, I told her that. I said, Mother, I am so sorry I did not know about all these deities, and I asked to find out. And when I went into meditation, you were in all my chakras. And she said, Yes, of course, this is it. But don't do it again because it is dangerous, she said to me. I had to show you who it is. Of course, it was me. It is me. But don't do it again because it is dangerous.
Oh, wow. Oh, it's so nice. There was was it this seminar in 1982 when Shrimataji had Shri Ganesh Puja in Wellingborough, at your place?
In Erchester
In
is a village near Wellingborough. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And it was it here that the miracle happened where you were cooking something, some food got
Oh
corrupted,
yes. Oh
wasted.
yes.
Then what happened? Please tell us from the beginning.
Yeah. Well, You remember I told you about that embroidering. So the next day came and I hung all the curtains. And this other lady that mother asked me to have at my house, she said, I want so very much to do all the cooking. So 3 days before we
So
went
she
out.
asked somebody, she sent someone to you to probably help out with preparing for her
No,
visit.
no, no, not to prepare, but just to be with me,
Okay.
not to do anything else.
Not to.
She asked me to have her at my house.
Okay.
That was all.
Yeah.
And of course, it was near the Sri Ganesha Puja where everybody was going to come. I was expecting about 60 people to come to the house. It was only a small house. I don't know how everybody squeezed in, but everybody, as if the walls expanded and everybody got comfortably there. But anyway, so this lady said to me, oh, I so very much want to cook, to do the cooking for these people. So I said, all right. She said, I have some recipes in my mind, which I want us to go and buy things and do it. So she started cooking from 3 days before to have everything ready for that day. But on that morning, after that embroidering and all that stuff, when I got up, I realized that all this cooking turned bad and I had to throw the whole thing away. I had to go out again and buy more food and try to cook again. So when mother arrived, I was not there. It is to my great, sadness that I was not there to receive her because I was out trying to buy more food in order to cook. Some
Yeah.
of some other Sahaja Yoginis that came to help me with that cooking. My concern was that that casserole was empty, was not full enough to feed everybody in that house. And I was so worried when I started serving that meal, how would I manage to feed everybody? To tell you the truth, sorry, something is passing by. Just 1 second. That noise is gone.
Yeah.
So when I started serving that the food for everybody, I was worried that the food would not be enough. But that casserole was not getting emptier. I was serving and serving and serving, and the food was still there without getting any less. So everybody was fed, and some of them wanted a second round, which they had. And somebody passing by the house came in and said, oh, I could smell some nice food and I came to have something to eat. So I asked Shri Mataji if we should allow him to have
Yes.
it. And mother said, of course, let him come, let him come. So we gave him the food. He went to her feet, got his realization. I don't know what happened to him after that. But when everybody was satisfied, then the casserole was empty, when everybody had enough to eat and was absolutely satisfied. So that was another miracle, that casserole was filling with food without getting empty until everybody was fed.
It's so nice. So, this reminds one of that tale in Mahabharata when Draupadi had some guests and she prays to Sri Krishna to what should she do to honor them and feed them, and then he blesses her with the Akshay Patra where the food doesn't finish, and here you are with the casserole. So this is the golden opportunity to ask you, what did you cook in it? Of course, it was Shri Mataji's blessing and her miracle that,
Well, I asked her for a recipe,
yes.
and she asked me to do chicken, and she gave me some sort of a sauce that should be marinated and then be cooked.
Okay.
I had written down that recipe that Shri Mother gave me.
Yes.
I'm not sure where it is at the moment,
Okay. Please try to find it and
but
then.
it was with rice. It was with rice,
Ah,
and I can't remember what else, but it was chicken with this special sauce that my mother gave me the recipe to do
ah,
it, and with rice. That was the main
yes. Is it
food.
possible to find that recipe, you think? Not now, but later on?
I will try to do so, yes.
Yes,
At one point I did find it, and then I don't remember where I put it, tell you the truth. And I thought of giving it to the people who wrote recipes from Shri Mataji,
Cooking with Love team.
and I can't remember where I put these notes that she gave me, but I will
Okay.
find it one of these
Hopefully
days.
you will
Yeah,
find it by Mother's grace.
yeah,
So that's fine. Oh wow, what a story about Akshay Patra in England and
yeah. Of
amazing.
course, we had the other seminar in Bedford,
Yes,
in Northampton.
yes.
At that time, mother did not stay at my house, but we had arranged to rent the university campus in Northampton,
Ah,
and this is where we had another meeting and puja, and mother stayed there, where we arranged one of the rooms that they had for the students, and we brought all materials and sofas and beds. And when the caretaker looked at that room, he said, my God, what a transformation. Are you receiving the king in? So we
very,
said, no,
very.
it is our Guru Sri Mataji, but he would not understand a word of what we were saying. So he was amazed to how that horrible room was transformed in just a few hours to receive the king. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And when we were expecting mother to come for the meeting, we wanted to decorate the stage with flowers. So
Yes.
we went, John Glover and Tracy and myself in my car, and went all around Northamptonshire, and we could not find a place where they would sell any flowers. They were all shut, and they all said that we don't have any flowers. This is how negativity was working. And we were very upset going to the hall, going to the university campus to meet mother without having any flowers. On the way there, turning off the road round a small hill, we were amazed to see that the slope of that hill was full of daisies.
Wow.
And we picked bunches of daisies because mother's other name is Daisy, isn't it? And we picked bunches of daisies and we decorated the stage with daisies for mother to come to that meeting in Northampton at the university campus.
Wow. That's just beautiful how even the flowers, how Mother Nature actually knows Shrimataji's presence.
Absolutely, absolutely. These are miracles, that I can never forget. So significant, of the divine actually bothering to come on this earth and help us.
Absolutely. So, there were some other photographs that you wanted to talk to us about that Czech
Yes.
story, please.
So I showed you the one of Gavin's.
Yes,
And
yes.
this was the first photograph that we used to have in Bedford and Northamptonshire for the meetings. We did not have any other photographs those days. Only this one was circulating for our meetings.
Mhm.
Okay. Um, Another one. Did I tell you about the one Gregor gave me?
No, please tell us. Share with us the story of that.
So Gregor was in Switzerland, and I phoned him to say I would like to have a particular photograph that I liked very much. And he said, all right. I said, please give me your address and account number and all that. So he did send it to me. And I wrote a check with the amount uh, opened. So I said to him, you fill the amount of the mail and the photograph to be produced and all that. So he did not say anything. He received all that. And he sent me by mail this photograph that I asked him for.
Wow. So by mail, by post. Wow, what a beautiful photo.
This one here. And enclosed was the check as well. And where the money supposed to go, he said, with love.
Ah, so the blank check was written as with love. So check full of
He
love.
sent it back to me, and where he's supposed to put the money that he spent to do all
Yeah.
that, he said, with love, no money. No money,
Wow.
but with love. That was another photograph of Shri
Amazing.
Mataji. Did I show you the one at Mother's resting place?
Please share with us.
Oh, I forgot to show you. Did I show you the photographs of the Sri Ganesha Puja at my house?
No, we haven't seen that yet. Let's have a look, please.
Would you like to see it?
Oh, yes,
Yes,
definitely. Wow.
this is the one.
Deshmantsi.
And also that one. I don't know what she sees there, and she's a little bit concerned.
Mm.
And this is one also with Fergie.
Oh, so Fergie is taking vibrations from
Yes,
Shri's
yes.
back leg, yeah.
Those days, mother asked us to put our hand on her, and the person like Fergie here to
Hmm.
give vibrations to the others. Him taking vibrations from her. She used to do that, asked us to put our one hand on the back of her head or on her spine and whatever
Ah,
part of
so
her
his
body.
hand is not out of a window, but it is giving
No, no,
vibration
no,
to the
giving
side.
vibrations to others, yes.
Ah, wow.
And this is another one, larger one. Did I show you this one?
Please. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. On that same day, before Sri Ganesha Puja, this is.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And did I show you the one of Mother's resting place?
Please share with us the Advent story first.
Oh, the Advent, yes. This
So,
is the first Advent that was inaugurated in about 11 books with those days Sri Mataji on those books would give us in inscription of her own. Can you read it? Because I
yes, yes, it says, मेरी प्यारी बेटी Maria को सस्नेह आशीर्वाद माँ निर्मला. So she's saying, my lovely daughter Maria, for my lovely daughter Maria, with affection, blessings with affection. And the translation is not very accurate, but that's
yeah,
what it
but
means basically. But
yeah,
still nice that Shrimataji's handwriting and she
yes, yes.
Meri Pyari Beti. Wow. Amazing. Jai Shrimataji again and again.
The first Advent. It was about 11 books at
When
that
was this?
time.
Basically in the
At
must have been
Chelsham
near
Road,
the beginning.
Chelsham Road, it was inaugurated with 11 books only at that time, and then more books were produced. But this was the
The
first
first
books
edition.
that mother said, "Who would like to have one of these books?" And whoever went to receive a book, she would write, a little something
How lucky.
for everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Maureen has presented this as well. Maureen Rossi.
Maureen has done that, and Felicity also shared in one of the
And for
interviews.
Felicity, yes, that's right. Yeah.
That's beautiful. It's beautiful. And Maureen shared the story how
Yeah.
Shri Mataji would actually check the drafts and correct them for Gregoire when he was writing the Advent. So yes,
Yeah, yeah,
amazing
yeah.
how
Oh, yes, it's amazing story. Yes, that one also. Some more photographs also.
yeah.
Um,
Okay.
at the back it says Hampstead, London Seminar, Sunday, 12th of May.
Oh, so it's
Can you see it?
yes. Wow.
Hampstead, London Seminar, Sunday, 12th of May.
19.
Does not give me the
Yeah, it's not there. That's
not give me the year,
fine.
but
Beautiful.
this was a postcard Pamela sent me from India.
Ah, Shri Ganesh.
Pamela and Matthew
Oh, yes.
from India.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I do not have the year also here, but it was early 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And this is another card from Patricia and Pedro on the 30th of January, 83 in Delhi.
Oh, Patricia Proenza. Wow.
Patricia Proenza, and she's saying at the back of the card, "Dear Maria and Harry, um, um, sorry, what an experience to be here. Now in Delhi, after um, leaving Maharashtra with mother, we return around the 6th of February, about 120 or 130 of us.
Wow.
We are here. It has been a miracle of organizing marriages, on the 6th of February, including me and Pedro.
Ah, so they got married. Beautiful.
Yes, and she sent me a card
So sweet.
from Delhi. There is another one on the 24th of July 1983, Guru Purnima Puja.
Wow.
Can you read it?
Yes, well, it happened in Sussex, which is
In
not
Sussex, yes.
yeah,
This was the card that they sent to everyone for
amazing.
the meeting. In 1984, Maha Sahasrara Day.
Ah, wow.
Mm,
Oh, wow.
with mother. What else have I got here? A Guru Puja 1984 in Switzerland. This is the card and the photograph of mother. And inside is the information.
Wow.
And Guru Puja, June 1985.
Wow.
Guru Puja 1985. And Mahasahasrara Day, 1985. This is
Beautiful.
what circulated to inform us of
Hmm.
those meetings, of those pujas.
Yes.
I don't know what else have I forgotten to show you. Ah, the presents.
Yes, please. Yes.
Just one moment.
No problem. Take your time.
So this is a present from Shri Mataji when she came to my house for Sri Ganesha Puja. And she said to me, "Do you know what it's made of?" And it is Chinese, I think. And it is all made of shells.
Is
All this
it?
thing is made of shells.
Wow.
There is a reflection of the light.
Yes, yes, you
Yeah,
can see the mother of pearl in the light. Yeah,
yeah.
gosh.
And another thing that she gave me is Punjabi, which I still
Oh,
wear on pujas.
oh, so a salwar suit for,
Yeah,
oh, wow.
Punjabi.
What a beautiful salwar suit,
Yeah,
also known as
yeah,
Punjabi. And Shrimataji gave you that. Wow, how
oh yeah, yeah.
fortunate.
Which I wear it when we
Yeah,
have pujas over here.
yes.
It still fits me.
Ah, you've done very well. Amazing. Oh,
You know what? I have put twice as much weight as I had those days, and whenever I wear it, it expands. It still fits me. I don't know how. It
ah,
was very tight those days when she gave it to me, and,
really?
and I have put a lot of weight on now in my old age, and it still fits me because every time I put it on, it seems to get larger.
Well, it is from Shrimataji. So, yeah, very special.
Yeah.
What a blessing, huh? And love the
Yes, yes,
colors and patterns on it.
yeah.
Wow. So tell us, there was this Navratri Puja in London, wasn't it? And there was a time when it was just you and her, and she looked at your palm.
Oh, yes.
Tell us about it.
It was the 31st of October, and my birthday is on the 31st. It was the 21st of October, sorry, and my birthday is on the 24th.
Okay.
So after the puja, we were all the girls, seated around her and sort of having fun with mother because she was joking with us and all that. It was a very pleasant.
Right. Tell us about it. What was mother joking and what? Because
Well,
is
she was
that
pulling our legs.
ah
Most of us, she was pulling our leg. And when she came to me, she said, "Oh," she said, "your birthday must be now." So I said, "Mother, it is in 3 days. It is on the 24th." "Oh," she said, "oh, great, oh, great." You know how she nodded and laughing. And she said, "Let me see your hand." So I gave her my hand, and she said, "Oh, you have a long life," all in a joking way. Um, oh, I said, "Mother, how long that will be?" And laughingly and jokingly, and in a way that, "Would that be enough?" She said, 83? Would that be enough?
so
83?
Shrimataji said 83 to you.
Yeah, she said 83, laughingly, as if, "Is this enough, for you?" And at that time, I was very young, and I said, "Oh, mother, this is a long time, absolutely fantastic." But now, as I'm talking to you, on October the 24th, I will become 80. So I have another 3 years. So you take
Wow.
advantage of that as much as you can. Because after that, I don't know where I am going to be, according to mother.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. So look at
yeah.
that. I mean, you don't look anywhere near 80. You're going to be
80.
80 next
I'm
month.
80. Yeah,
It is such a miracle. I
yeah,
remember there
yeah.
was Sahaja Yogini from Iran, and she used to say how, when you do the meditation, you really don't need any makeup stuff because, the skin glows and everything is just there. So you're an
Absolutely,
example
absolutely.
of
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Yes, so nice.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, any more memories from those times when you were sort of with Shri Mataji, just being, because there was so much time that one spent with Shri Mataji at that time, wasn't it? Those.
I'm trying to remember because there were some beautiful moments.
And there was also a moment when it was just you and her. Remind us where it was, and if you can, when Shri Mataji declared who she was.
Oh yes, it was one of those times that she would visit me at my house, and it was just the two of us. I think I told you about it earlier on. That it was just the two of us in the bedroom,
Yes,
and she was sitting on the bed, and I was down
yes,
on the floor,
yes.
and she just, I mean, was not any conversation there. She
No.
just said to me that have no doubt because I am the one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And also on at
Hmm.
that at that same time,
Yeah.
when she was asleep in the bedroom, and nobody was there, but everybody was meditating downstairs in the lounge with her photograph. And I thought to myself, well, the Adi Shakti is here. Why are we at the photograph? So I went upstairs and I took some incense and I went around her on the bed, you know, and said, my Lord, thank you for blessing us with your presence here.
Wow.
So I thought, if Mother is here, why should I be downstairs? She's up here.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, shall we just play a little extract of Shri Mataji, and hopefully there will be sound when she visited you first in 1979. Yeah?
Yes.
See, we must think about it. What I'm saying, use your brains. Now, what is God's interest in removing this knife from here to here?
None at all, other than for.
But you don't see the hand moving. That's why must you put it to God's, must you appropriate with God? How can you do that? I mean, what reasoning is that? But Indians are very materialistic, see. They think that we must get money. If somebody gives them a diamond ring, oh, that's good. But I'm surprised he only gives it to very rich people. I told my brother, why didn't he give it to your chauffeur who had gone with you? Because you have so many diamonds, his wife has so many diamonds. Why did he give it to you? Why doesn't he solve our problems? You see? This is the thing, people don't think because they have that problem, they think this is very important. And that's why they do it. Now for you, he's tried this austerity. That, another one who is there, he says, you must lead a very austere life and all that. Give your purse to me, I will look after it. And give your property to me, and also your wife.
I mean, we know someone who's absolutely. I can't get her to come and see you. Have you spoken to my wife? Did Linda tell you about that?
No, not yet. We never
I
had
mean,
that.
she's given £30,000.
Oh, she had.
Stuff like that.
Alone in the world.
Who?
It's a girl who we know. We'd like you to see. She's in a very bad way.
I mean, she's really in a bad way. I mean, she's been rounding. She's been meditating solidly, that I know, for 9 years without a break.
She's
I mean-
desperate.
You have to get all of them round. And I'm going to get some police on it. You have to work with the police. I have great faith in police. I really respect them very much. That's one place where police is really good. And we are going to use it.
I was thinking of one.
I cannot hear very well
We have this case coming up. She's
the
wonderful.
conversation.
Okay,
One of the
let me try another one. Was it not audible at all?
It was, but very vague. The voice was not clear.
Yes, okay. Let me try the Shri Ganesh Puja one. Give me a moment, please.
There was a time when Rustam also was saying some mantras, and Mother would explain to us,
Yeah.
everyone.
So I mean, for us, we can only imagine when Shri Mataji was there with you and all of the Sahaja Yogis, which weren't so many, like now we are like thousands in every
Yes.
country, isn't it? In India, it's thousands of thousands.
Oh, yes, yes.
So tell us about the atmosphere there, please. What was it like being with her so
Well,
close?
at that time, I was not feeling very much vibrations in my hands, but I was feeling inside me what was happening. And when Mother was there, I could feel that the house was a small house, that it was expanding and was becoming larger, and I could feel the walls absolutely shaking with vibrations. This was the feeling. I could see it, I could feel it on my body. And this moment I'm telling you that it is the truth,
Yeah.
I feel it so strongly that wherever she was, it seemed that it was an amazing atmosphere, that the whole atmosphere was changing to something divine. Like when I went to the tour in India,
Yes.
uh, and I was walking on the ground without any shoes, and I felt that I was about half a meter above the ground. I did not feel as if I was walking on the ground. I was feeling that I was walking above the ground. This was the feeling that I personally had when we were in India.
So, wow, that is amazing, isn't it? Because,
And at one point in India,
yeah,
in my meditation, I just asked her, I said, Mother, I feel so strongly, we need yogurt. Mother, please, we need yogurt. And the next day, 3 containers of yogurt arrived for all of us.
wow,
Yeah, that was in India.
amazing.
And also something else that happened to me personally in India was that from the moment of arrival in Delhi, I think it was, I got diarrhea. I got very upset stomach and I got diarrhea. And
Uh-huh.
was when Sri Mataji arranged that the next day a bus would come to take us uh, to Sri Durga temple.
Right.
And I was thinking to myself that I was in such a bad state and I was almost crying during
Yeah.
the night that in the state I was, I would not be able to go to that tour for Sri Durga. And when the morning came at 8 o'clock for the buses to pick us all up, and I was so upset that I was going to stay behind, well, my whole system cleared. I went to the temple as if nothing had happened before, and I
Wow.
was absolutely perfectly in health, and I have no symptoms or whatever it was. And I just went there and enjoyed my visit to the temple and came back thanking Mother for allowing me to
Yeah.
visit that temple. Yes.
Where was this? Do you remember the place?
Uh, no, I
No,
don't.
that's okay. That's okay. It's a while ago. So let's see if we can share this. This is the Shri Ganesh Puja in Wellingborough. Did the bestowing of boons happen then? It's on the 9th of October 1982.
Yes, Mother bestowed the boons.
Yeah.
Yes,
Shall we
yes.
watch a bit of the photograph and then please then tell us, share with us some of those that day's memories, yeah?
Hold on. It was such early times for me that I did not understand very much
That's
of what
okay.
was going on.
Don't worry. Let's just listen to Shri Mataji and then just enjoy that. Yeah,
Yes.
the atmosphere.
Yes, this is my house there. Yes.
Because full moon was on the 3rd. Today is the 6th.
16.
Yes.
Cancer moon, is it? New Cancer.
Cancer.
I think so. I think.
जरा उसमें देख लो.
So that's
Paper
Fergie's
में
hand on Shri Mataji's back
Paper
again, the
में
photo you were showing us.
Yes, yes.
Full moon was on the 3rd, Srimataji, at midnight on the 3rd. So,
चला अस्सी का.
have you got a newspaper, please? That's true, the 3rd.
जो थाली मंगा लेते
हाँ.
हैं चला
Where's
गया.
the-
Now we need the thalis again.
Stainless steel thalis.
Poor Hari.
Good job.
Yeah.
It's possible we can ask vibrations actually. What is Shashti,
I think
Shakti?
my Panchami is a better day.
Panchami होता है.
अच्छा है. पंचमी तो सवेरे का टाइम है ना पंचमी.
ठीक है. हाँ, सवेरे है. Srimataji is correct.
हाँ.
I said you are correct.
Vibrations came. हाँ.
Om Tameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Bhagavati Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Om Tameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Trigunatmika Adi Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Sakshat Shri Bhagavati Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah.
एकदम कर repeat.
Om Tameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Trigunatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Sakshat Shri Bhagavati Sakshat Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Om Tameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Sakshat Shri Bhagavati Sakshat Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Om Tameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasra Swami Moksha Pradayini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Om Shri Keshavaya Namah. Om Shri Narayana Namah. Om Shri Madhavaya Namah. Om Shri Govindaya Namah. Om Shri Keshavaya Namah. Om Shri Narayana Namah. Om Shri Madhavaya Namah. Om Shri Govindaya Namah. Om Shri Keshavaya Namah. Om Shri Narayana Namah. Om Shri Madhavaya Namah. Om Shri Govindaya Namah. Om Shri Vishnave Namah. Om Shri Madhusudanaya Namah. Om Shri Trivikramaya Namah. Om Shri Vamanaya Namah. Om Shri Sridharaya Namah. Om Shri Hrishikeshaya Namah. Om Shri Sankarshanaya Namah. Om Shri Vasudevaya Namah. Om Shri Pradyumnaya Namah. Om Shri Aniruddhaya Namah. Om Shri Purushottamaya Namah. Om Shri Adhokshajaya Namah. Om Shri Narasimhaya Namah. Om Shri Atyuttaya Namah. Om Shri Janardanaya Namah. Om Shri Padmanabhaya Namah. Om Shri Damodaraya Namah. Om Shri Upendraya Namah. Om Shri Haraya Namah. Om Shri Shri Krishnaya Namah.
रिपीटिशन है माधव और
माधव भाई
ने 2 बार आ गया माधव और गोविंद।
हाँ 3 बार किया।
हाँ उनकी जगह वराह है
वराह
कूर्म है हमारे कूर्म का है सब ये है विष्णु की कूर्म है ये सब
हम इस सब बोलेंगे।
हाँ
ओम श्री मत्स्यावताराय नमः। ओम श्री कूर्मावताराय नमः। ओम श्री वाराह अवताराय नमः। ओम श्री नरसिंह अवताराय नमः।
वामनाय
ओम श्री वामनाय अवताराय नमः। ओम श्री परशुराम अवताराय नमः। ओम श्री रामचंद्र अवताराय नमः। ओम श्री श्री कृष्ण अवताराय नमः। ओम श्री महाविष्णु ख्रिस्त अवताराय नमः। ओम श्री कल्की अवताराय नमः। साक्षात श्री आदि शक्ति भगवती माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। प्राणवस्य परब्रह्म ऋषि परमात्मा देवता देवी गायत्री छंद प्राणायामे विनियोग।
This is action. This is right side, pranayama. Just to put it. How you do it, you tell them.
What you do is you take your hand like this, place these fingers on the left nostril, breathe in through the right nostril, hold it for a short while, then put your thumb on your other nostril and breathe out through the left nostril. Then breathe in through the left nostril, hold it, and then breathe out through the right nostril. Should be done gently, you shouldn't force it. Once or twice is
Try.
thrice.
Let's put right hand on the first.
Yes, first put the right hand on the
right
nostril, right thumb on the right nostril. Breathe into the left. Follow Shri Mataji as she is.
And also when you breathe out, keep it out for a while. Cleared out.
This is
Just to clear out your sinuses and problems, you see, because you should be because better. Is better now?
also Iran Pingla Getli.
Without it, good.
Om.
Yeshwanshi,
It was all new to me. I did not know much about what was happening. I was just enjoying and accepting whatever it was happening.
So beautiful. So beautiful how Shri Mataji is directing everything, and
Yeah.
yes.
I forgot to tell you something.
Please share now.
Yes, can I?
Yes, of course.
Can I? When Bala was in Derby, and he had this the ashram in Derby,
Yeah.
so I decided to go. I stayed with him there for a couple of months in Derby at his ashram.
Yes.
He was a great guru there. He was very strict because everybody was new and was scattered brain and whatever it was. And Bala tried to keep everything in order and everything to be done correctly. So we used to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. The first thing we did was to have a wash and go outside in the garden, do shubit. And I remember it was about November, some October or November it was. And there was a rose bush in his garden. And every morning that we were going out, because we were doing a Ganesha Puja after that, every morning. And there was a red rose on that rose bush and nothing else. Every day we picked a red rose to offer to Sri Ganesha for the puja.
Wow.
Next day we would find another red rose on the bush to pick for Sri Ganesha. This was happening. This is another miracle because there was no buds, no nothing, and every morning we would have a red rose from his back garden to pick for Sri Ganesha puja at that ashram of his. He was a great leader, great soul.
Well, hopefully Uncle Bala is going to um, share how the Derby ashram, how Shri Mataji directed him, and because one has heard that he worked very hard through the week, and then at the weekends he would go to London to see Shri Mataji and recharge, basically.
Yes.
So that
Oh, yes, yes.
that red rose is definitely a miracle because in November it's proper cold winter here. So yes,
Yes, yes,
and just
yes.
that one single red rose.
Yes,
And
what a great soul he is, Bala.
yeah,
My
yeah,
dear brother, I love him so very much. When I came back to Greece, he sent me a letter on November the 3rd, 1986. Do you want me to read it?
yes, please read an extract of it. Yes, of course.
Dear Sister Maria, happy Diwali from sunny Cincinnati. He was at Cincinnati. I remember you often, but today I decided to put pen on paper. Paper. Well, he describes me over here that he was in Ohio for 6 months and then he moved to Cincinnati, and he enjoys the sunshine. That there is sunshine very often, unlike England, he says, and enlivens the atmosphere. And he describes me how beautiful the autumn leaves turn the ground in such beautiful picture to walk through. In America, he says, we had a tremendously powerful Ganesha Puja at San Diego in September. The whole vibratory atmosphere has been completely transformed since that puja, and we are enjoying real meditation at last in this country of Sri Lord Krishna, Nirmala Devi. Rajani is his wife.
Yes.
Rajani and I had the great fortune of being with mother all the time that particular weekend. And it was like the good old days again.
Oh.
Mother is so different with some of us when certain well-known persons are not around. We then can see the divine motherliness manifested towards her older children. It is so beautiful as you can imagine yourself. I hope he says that you have begun to take vibrations and will just concentrate on your own spiritual development, because that is what really matters. And he invites me there, that he has arranged for me a very nice and comfortable room if I want to visit them.
So did you visit him?
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, it may be an opportunity that
Yes,
Shri Mataji
yes,
will work out. But yes, thanks for sharing
mm,
that letter. That's
yes,
amazing. And it
yes,
just shows, because at some point in I think I can't remember the exact year, but it must have been 2006 or 7. Shri Mataji stayed in London in Chiswick, and as it were, and there was only very limited at times that yogis could go and see her because of whatever reasons. And then Shrimataji asked, where are all the older yogis? And then she actually called them, because that was the time when Shrimataji wasn't talking. She wanted us to evolve inside
yeah,
ourselves.
yeah,
So yes, this kind of resonates with
yeah.
that time. So that's such a brilliant sharing of
Yeah.
memories.
The funny part of my experience is when they renovated the house in Brompton Square,
Yes.
that I came down from Northamptonshire just for a visit to see what was happening and how, if I could help at all and all that. And it was a place of mad people working there. And I was thinking, oh my God, what are they doing? What is going to come out of what they are doing? Everybody was so confused and so disorganized that at that time I was so concerned of how were they going to help out. I mean, I thought they are not building this house, they are going to demolish it. But of course there was Shri Mataji directing everything. Today, when I look back in those days, I'm laughing because it was so hilarious to see everybody trying to do their best.
And also, not to forget, I mean, in those days, you were probably at the peak of your career as an architect and as a designer, and to see that happening makes it all the more funny, isn't it?
And they were putting the tools everywhere and they were forgetting where the tools were. And you took my such and such, and no, I put it there, and you take it. At one point, mother said to me, go and check what is happening to CP's bathroom. And of course, everything was nicely done, very beautiful bathroom, but it was a leak on the back at the bath, tap, and was leaking. So I went back and said, Mother, everything is absolutely fine, but there is a leak, at the bathroom. We better do it before CPs go there. CP goes there. And this is the only thing that Mother asked me to do while I was there, nothing else. But I was
Did
just,
you fix the leak?
yes, they did fix the leak. Yes, we did do
Oh, go on. Yes, sorry, go on.
it. But it was funny the way everybody was trying their best with all their heart, everything possible to do a perfect job, but nothing was coming out right. Everything was sort of turning so confusing. And I was thinking, oh my God, what is going to come out of all this? But finally, the place was done so beautifully
Absolutely.
because mother is the architect, and
Absolutely. Yes.
she's the divine architect, and she did everything absolutely so perfect. But you should have lived during those days and see what was happening there. It was absolutely hilarious. I remember also the first days when people were getting their realization, they would go out in the street like zombies with hands open, walking in their socks, no shoes on, in their streets. And I was thinking to myself, oh my God, if people see them, they will think they're mad, they're crazy. They're like zombies walking, with closed eyes on the pavement, no shoes, with their old socks on, holes on their socks, and with hands open like that, and murmuring something. But that was Sahaja Yoga for them those days. And of course, mother put all that right, and she said we should walk in dignity and be nicely clean and nicely dressed, and all these things, are very wrong, walking in the streets like that. And she gradually brought everybody back to a normal. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing because we haven't lived in those times. So
Yes,
to get
yes.
a glimpse of it. Thank you so much for sharing those stories, those
Oh, it is a great pleasure, and I thank you for allowing me to do this.
thank you, Shri Mataji, for giving you that experience and all of us this opportunity to hear
Thank
her
you.
glory and the miracles and the blessed life she has given us. Thank
Yes.
you, Shri Mataji, so much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
mother.
Maria.
Thank you, mother, and thank you all for being such beautiful people, and more beautiful people are coming in. But those days we needed to be transformed because we were so, how can scattered brain. I don't know how we were, and we needed all that time with her to be part of today's Sahaja Yoga, because when the new people that are coming in now, they are far greater than us, the older ones, far greater. You must believe me, because they have not seen mother,
Yes.
have not lived with mother, and they come with open heart and they believe in her, while we had to see her,
Yes.
to be near her, and try gradually to come up. So all younger people who come into Sahaja Yoga, they're far, far greater than all, all, all of us, all of us.
But well, all of you who had that physical proximity to Shrimataji, basically what Shrimataji calls you is the foundation. So thank you for being there, and thank you for this interview, and thank you, Shrimataji, for everything. Thank you, Maria. Thank you so much for joining us.
God bless you all. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here. Jai Shri Mataji.
Hey, Shrimataji.
God bless you.
Thank you.